Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you for being here. So we're going to jump into this, and this is going to be what is in store for you for the month of October and what the universe wants you to know, okay? So that's going to be key. This is going to be a monthly read. It'll be a general read. So if you're looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box below, guys, okay? Thank you all that have been booking sessions with me, coaching sessions, Beyond the Read sessions, even reading sessions as well. It's been an absolute honor and a privilege to work with you. And those of you that are experiencing some sort of blockages that could be holding you back from a relationship, your business, in terms of moving forward in that, or life overall, then you definitely want to check out our discovery session up here, because that will allow 30 minutes of time for us to get together, get to know you, make a recommendation based upon where you're at right now and what your goals are, where you desire to be, okay? It also allows you a lot more, inspiration, motivation, accountability, and it really helps you get to your goal a lot faster. A lot of times, we do need a coach. I have a coach. I mean, it works out tremendously, and we all need that sometimes. So if you really have a hunger in you in terms of really wanting to make a move in a direction that you've been inspiring to do, but for some reason have not been doing that, whether you're allowing a negative emotion or a limiting belief perhaps even holds you back, then you do want to check that out, okay? I put it in my description box as well, all right? So let's jump into this and see what's happening for you. Month of October for Capricorn. What's happening for Capricorn? Let's see what the universe wants to show you, okay? Whoa! Okay, so it could be that you got a lot going on, okay? And a lot's been maybe placed and fell in your lap, okay? For some of you, that could be the case. So maybe you've got a lot of responsibilities in your lap, okay? So note your comments below, okay? Definitely drop a like for your girl if it resonates too. The read, of course, too. Let's take a look. All right, let's try this again here. Okay, here we go. Man, these cards are popular. Jeez, these cards are popular. I've been getting these cards for the last 3 reads, okay? So here's what we're going to talk about. And it could be the energies, the energies that are happening right now within the collective here. But what I'm finding here is I get the 5 of Swords. This is about something causing a headache, okay? This is about being in the head, okay? This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. So there could be something that's really giving you a headache. So for some of you, it could be, caused by that. And it's all about you've got this opportunity to transition, okay? Because this is the six of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius kind of energy as well for some of you that need to know that sign. But it's what's happening is that you've got an opportunity to transition out of this and then move into this, okay? And this is the Fool card. So these are the 3 cards that I pulled out. You've got a brand new beginning, Capricorn, and you're being protected. She's got an amethyst in her hand, so she's being protected. But the beauty in this is being able to let go that of what is not serving you any longer. The 5s are all about, some sort of conflict, tension, some sort of maybe defeat, So that's what's coming into play. What you do want to do is become the victor in this, and it has you in the 6 of Swords. So this is about, again, you're going through a rite of passage now. You've got an opportunity to have some sort of rebirth right now. And this is saying let go of the old so you can welcome in the new with confidence, okay? And, with sheer delight. The yellow is the confidence of the solar plexus, right? And communicate that to yourself. The blue is the throat chakra. So making sure that the words that you say internally are really resonating with what you're happening on the external, and if not, then there needs to be some changes in that. What we want to do is to change the old negative of perhaps some of the internal things that I feel that's happening here, and actually transform that and let that be the new beginning and the wisdom that you've gained, but also letting go of the shadow negativity and focusing on the positivity that is available for you to inspire you, to bring you to greater heights to where you want to be. So this is really beautiful, okay? And it's kind of like, I think that this change happens kind of like when you least expect it. So this is interesting. Any more that you can tell me on this 5 of Swords, this tension headache here? has to do with the King of Swords. And this is, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is someone who's an entrepreneur, who's a visionary, someone who's very, very wise, guys. Someone who's very wise, okay, beyond their years. And it could have to do with that that's happening here. Let's take a look. Anything else? Yeah, and this person, this is about moving. So perhaps that they have gone through and made a transition in their life. This is a Ten of Wands. The tens is coming to fruition. This is a completion. They've gone through a completion. So for some of you, this person here, this could be an air or perhaps a fire sign. Whatever the case may be, the person that's causing some sort of headache has gone on to a new transition of some sort, okay? Yeah, and this is about, you know, greater alignment with oneself. This is about they're letting go of the burdens and the heaviness in their life, and they're moving on. And I think this is what when I clarify the Five of Swords, that's what I get here. It's kind of like, you know, letting go of the burdens that once held them back so they can move forward, right? And I kind of feel that is you, yeah. And then have a brand new beginning in life with love and compassion. This is the Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy. So this is telling me that there is an opportunity of love coming, you know, an opportunity for a brand new beginning of emotional fulfillment, of love. Self-love is really what I feel here too. As well as having, you know, compassion and intimacy and that type of thing. So there's for some reason there has been a headache, you know, perhaps in letting go of old burdens, and that's what I see here. Let me see what else wants to come through here for you. How interesting. What is this Six of Swords? This is about that transition that you're going through right now, is what I feel. There's been some sort of transition. Perspective. You are gaining clarity. You're able to see the other side of a situation. Okay, perhaps again regarding a earth or a fire sign, perhaps for some of you. Even water's coming through here too, guys. Wow. But this is about, you know, taking responsibility for your life, and this is about, you know, see the other side and have consideration for the other side. So maybe seeing another person's point of view. So you're gaining a better perspective is what I feel here. And what it is you're moving on into loving all that is you in the Fool, because the next card I get is love and accepting you, right? Loving you. Loving your inner, you know, darkness, as well as your, you know, the hurting side, as well as the loving side, you know, because the world will mirror us. Isn't that so funny? It truly does. And it's so interesting to know, you know, and to experience as well. But that's what I see coming through here. This is about where you're at right now, all of this, okay? The beauty of this is that we get a happy ending. So, you know, in the beginning, which we're at right now, we get this happy ending, right? So this is all about having more confidence in oneself, which is the yellow, and then the purple is seeing things through a different filter from the third eye, right? So third eye chakra, and very spiritual. It's a 12 card, reduces to a 3, and that's creativity. You know, you applying that creativity to yourself in looking at things different and really loving you. Let's take a look at what you want most at this moment, Capricorn. What do you want most at this moment? We know there's going to be a happy ending, so let's go ahead and continue and see what happens. So what you want most at this moment is balance in your life. You are looking for having, you know, faith and balance in your life. This is about the Hanged Man, and this is about, again, remember that different perspective that we talked about, kind of looking at things at different perspectives or different angles, so you can get some sort of wise enlightenment to put things in perspective for you, okay? Or in your situation, what's ever brought you to my channel here, okay? But yeah, that's what I see here. And it's like letting go of that, you know, things are changing. You're no longer being tied up. This is an 8 card, meaning change. And so the 8s, you know, all talk about that there is some sort of, you know, isolation, or, you know, there's some sort of change. Well, how do I want to say this? There's some sort of isolation and imprisonment of some sort of thought, or you know, old thinking. And again, it's about letting those burdens go. It's about letting these go. You've got a lot of these cards, guys. It's about, you know, really letting that go, okay? And moving forward and letting go of the burdens, right? But I really feel that you're looking at something with a different perspective in terms of any sort of isolation and imprisonment of a particular thought, or a negative or a limited belief or something. And this is about having faith and having balance in your world. And what you want most at this moment is to have balance from this, you know, and to have that different perspective, right? What's going to most help you in this process? What's going to most help you? What does the numerology cards have to say? What's going to most help you in this process? Let's take a look at what they want to come through. Teaching and learning. So this is about teaching others and learning from others. That's probably part of your life's path. Has to do with the heart and also the spirit. So heart chakra and then your third eye again. So this is about the learnings that you're going through in this. It's a 57 card. It's a 12, again, reduced into a 3, using creativity in the process. So some of you are you know, kind of going through that, a lot of growth. You're going through tons of growth right now, okay, is what I see here. Because you've got a lot of 10s and you've got a lot of 8s, which are a lot of changes happening here, and a lot of some aces that are new beginnings. So it's actually the wisdom that you're gaining is going to be very valuable, not only to yourself, but to others. So you could actually end up even teaching others, okay? Every trial and tribulation that you've gone through is an opportunity to be of service to the world, and that's what this card represents. So what you want most of this moment is perhaps to do more teaching and learning, because that's what you love to do. And it could be in your work or, you know, whatever that case may be. But you probably do this right now by sharing lessons that you've learned. But to improve the current situation, this is about adjusting to the rhythm and of the universe, the cycles of the universe, and that's what you've been going through. You went through a cycle here with some new beginnings, and you know, getting the wisdom from that. And just remember that everything that you learn teaches and serves the greater good. Okay, so that's what's coming into play of you want to perhaps maybe do a little bit more teaching in here, you know, perhaps in gaining a different perspective and having faith and getting the balance in your life, okay, a lot more balance, okay. Note your comments below, guys. I'd love to know. Drop your girl a like. It'd be interesting to see what's happening with you all here. But what I get in terms of your fears, I want to take a look at what your fears are. This one to come through, so I'm going to keep it. Wow, okay. Let's see here. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, a major arcana. So I get the 4 of Cups, the Temperance, and the 3 of Wands. So the 4 of Cups has you focusing like in a daydreaming mode. This, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy, it's like 3 cups that are spilled, right? And there is 1 cup that is next to her, but she's daydreaming on what that cup, what she wants it to be like. In fact, she hasn't even touched it. She's not looking at that cup. She's not looking what's spilled. She's looking straight ahead. And this is really just, again, that daydreaming state between the letting go of the old and the welcoming into the new, and seeing things from a more stable point of view, okay? This is a 4 of Cups. The 4s are about stability and emotions. So this has you, you know, getting kind of an idea of your emotions and taking inventory before you move forward. So this is saying is about getting your balance. Remember I talked about balance? Well, the funny thing is that right after that card, just, you know, like I said, we got the Temperance card. So this is beautiful. And this just tells me that it's all about, you know, it could be dealing with the Sagittarius, but this is about gaining your balance, okay, in a relationship or situation, okay? So for some of you, it might be dealing with another particular person, you know, that, you know, perhaps in your life. Could very much well be the case, but there's been some sort of change in that, because it's a 14 card that reduces to a 5. 5s are about, well, that's change, but it's mostly about, you know, some sort of adverse conflict, you know, with someone in terms of getting the balance that you want. So it could be someone in your life, perhaps someone who's got Sagittarius in their chart or fire in their chart. And then I get the 3 of Wands, which is about, you know, this is about community. This is about, you know, having preparation before they move forward, creating that strategy before moving forward. So your fears is about, you know, not knowing which way to go and not getting the balance you need in order to find that wave, so you can strategically or intuitively move forward passionately in what it is that you want. And that's what I see. What is going to help you in this process? Just curious what wants to come through here. Okay, with your fears, what's going to help you? Wow, you know, I thought someone else got this. I think Libra got this too, guys. I don't know. You might have to check out your moon rising and your Venus signs as well. Okay, you might get some insights. But this is respond versus react. So instead, maybe before, in terms of any sort of, you know, situation or obstacle or conflict that has kept you out of balance, hence the temperance showing up. This is about expressing from a loving place rather than from an old, perhaps an old trigger or an old trauma that yielded a lot more drama. And now you're recognizing that and learning that this is going to be important, Capricorn. So this is very, very key. So this is about having new beneficial thought patterns. Don't come from a place that's going to be a trigger or a trauma. Come from a loving place. And that's going to create better relationships with those around you, okay? So respond versus react. Very different things too, right? Very different, but that's going to help you in terms of overcoming any sort of fears right now. Okay, what is going for you right now? What's going for you right now? What do we have? What's going for you? We have, nice, wow guys. Well, we've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and then we've got the Hierophant card, Major Arcana. So the 5 of Pentacles is letting go of any sort of poverty-stricken type thinking, being left out in the cold. This is saying no. That brings conflict. There's been conflict within that. This is about moving forward to the 10 of Pentacles, and this is all about wealth and security. This is about wealth and established family of some sort. You could have a family that you're in right now, and this is about letting go of now having any sort of lack of some sort. There's been a change in that, so it could be a change in family. And then how you view things, and because when I get the Hierophant, this is saying the steps that'll help you gain a lot more enlightenment and a lot more balance. So, which is really, really beautiful. Could be dealing with the Taurus as well. But what I see here is that it's blooming, like you're understanding the steps you have to take in order to rid of this and keep a hold of this 10 of Pentacles, okay? So that's what is actually going for you, okay? Anything else that can help you in what's going for you? Yeah, taking the leadership role in your family. This is 81 card turning to a 9, coming to fruition. So it's actually just taking the leadership role in your life to make these definite changes. Again, respond versus react type stuff. It's really beautiful, really a beautiful unfolding. And it's like this beautiful lotus flower that you see at the top here. You guys can vaguely see it. Very smiling because he's blooming into this and understanding the steps that are necessary for the balance in the life. And then I want to find out what is the outcome. What is the outcome here right now? What is the outcome in terms of what you need to know most? Wow. Gosh, you guys, yeah, definitely lots of deaths. You remember I tell you lots of deaths and rebirths, beginnings? Well, it's funny because you got the 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and then death and rebirth. So interesting. So this is about generosity. To me, this card tells about it's giving and receiving. This is 6 of Pentacles, and 6s are a pregnant number, so there's a brand new beginning of giving and receiving, okay? And that's what I see. And it could be in a relationship or situation, some sort of, it's growth. There's some sort of growth here, okay? Charity, generosity, okay? And after, a 10 of Swords moment, after some sort of ending, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type, energy here. So there's a lot of generosity in giving. It could be, again, again, it has Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo is the 6 of Pentacles. So it could be that you might be, helping someone out, have a brand, that's now come to an end. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and they've gone through their death and rebirth that has led them to now the stability that they need in their life. And this is really beautiful. So this is what I see here. Now they have a clear vision of the future and a beautiful death and rebirth. So it could be that you might be helping someone, or perhaps that you yourself have gone through the ending of, giving so much. Maybe you've been giving. But this is, to me, it just tells me that it's equal give and take now, okay? It's equal give and take after something's come to fruition. There's been a death and a rebirth, so now fresh energy is able to come out. So that's what I feel here, okay? And what had to be let go here? What is this death and rebirth here? What is this death and rebirth? Surrendering to outdated beliefs about yourself. So this is about letting go of limiting beliefs that might be holding you back in your relationships and situations. But we kind of covered that, letting go of the burdens, loving all of you, express from a loving place, kind of that type of thing, gaining grounded. Because once you do that, once you actually surrender this, you can actually have a lot more power in your life. You can actually and really have, take that power and energy and truly soar. And speaking of that, we're going to pull a card in terms of the native spirit and what our native ancestors want to teach us in this beautiful fall season. What's important for you to know in the month of October, okay? So let's take a look at that and see what's going for you here. Here it is. Wow, I don't think I've seen this one here yet, okay? So what this card talks about is Spirit Keeper of the East, okay? And I remember getting one of fire, but I didn't see this one. Yeah, so let's take a look at what this is. So what this tells me is that I think there's some sort of the sun rises in the east and then of course sets in the west, right? So I kind of feel like this is you know, you at kind of like at sunrise, you know, having some sort of ritual that I think would really much help you. It's like a new beginning. It rises and then I rise. You know, that's what I'm seeing kind of come through here. Yeah, and so I think of Maya Angelou. I mean, it's I Rise, her poem. Something of the sort. You guys got to check it out. It's amazing. But that's kind of how I feel here. There's new beginnings. If you haven't, you know, if you haven't seen that poem by Maya Angelou, you're going to definitely want to check that out. I Rise and then I Rise. It's something of the sort like that, guys. You know, help me out below there, guys. But that's what I feel. It is an amazing, powerful poem, and it's really moving. And this again talks about a new beginning, okay? And it all starts with a mindset, right? A fresh cycle is occurring in your life right now. You can actually wipe the slate clean and begin anew. And that's why I saw, guys, you know, this death and rebirth. You're wiping the slate clean and seeing things with a new clarity, okay? But that's what I see here, okay? It doesn't matter what happened in the past, but your past doesn't have to be your future. You need to be reminded of that for some of you. Your past is not your future, okay? So in native spiritual traditions, like the directions mean something, and you call upon that spirit as a cycle of life. So when you have the sun rising on the east, new beginnings, right? So that's what's coming into place here, okay? It's also planting the seeds and new beginnings, okay? You're close to one cycle, you know, of any one cycle and beginning a brand new cycle. And that's what this is for a brand new relationship relationship or situation. And it's going to empower you, okay? So face your fear and allow yourself to truly stretch beyond measure, because you've got some beautiful power your way, okay? All right, guys, so I'm sending you lots of love. Note your comments below, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, namaste.